This video is sponsored by Value Testers, best tool company on the web specializing in high-end HVAC, heating, electrical testing equipment. They have whatever you might need. Sign up for special discounts and pricing. Link in description below.
Morning guys, October 7th, 2019. This one I gotta go do a burner service. I've never worked for these people. I think I might have worked for these people a couple of years back. But last year they had someone else do the service. They want me to go, they want me to do it this time. I think she said she's smelling oil down there, so might have to come all apart.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Hathaway Road.
We'll check it.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Hathaway Road, then take the first left.
Alright, he said he was smelling oil. All oil here on the ground. When I came here, the high limit was all the way up to 250. I lowered it down to 200. There's 3 settings. The high limit was way high. And I'm gonna have to check the back. Probably full of oil in the back too. They say they're smelling oil upstairs. Got a power venter. I did take this out already, and I looked at the filter. That's all. This is all full of oil. I gotta wipe all this down too. Could smell it back here, the oil. I did wipe it up the best I could. Something was going on with it. You could see the thing was all wet. Now I was here a few years ago when they had a guy come last year and they weren't happy with him for some reason. So I don't know what happened. But this is off. See if we get it apart, see why. Lady did say this was all full of oil. I don't know why. We'll have to take it out and see. Maybe with a bad pump or something. That's loose. Wow, look at that. That's the problem. Flipping things loose. Wow, there's our problem right there. Son of a bitch. Not even tight. Dumbass. Wow. That's bad. You see how loose that was? Oh shit. Holy shit, mama. Wow. That wasn't me. So you know what that means. Every time it's been running, it's been leaking, flipping oil down in there. Wow. Look at it, it's all soaked. Look at that. Wow. I got the power off, but thing's gonna have to all come apart. Tell you what usually happens in a case like this, the homeowner does the work. That's usually what happens. I don't see no tag from anybody, so it was probably the homeowner playing Joe. Oh, I could fix it deal. And I guarantee you that's what it was. Joe homeowner playing Super Tech. Gonna get in here and wipe all the oil out of the fucking flipping thing. took the fan assembly off of it. Oh, this is an AF. See, this is an AF, not an AFG. So the blade's wider, and it doesn't have the plastic shroud in there. I don't know if you can see or not, but it don't have that plastic shroud in there. This is an AF burner. Thing was loose. The jet tube wasn't even tight. That's scary. I bet you the Joe Homo did it. Maybe not. Maybe he had his friend do it from work or something. Who knows? Whole bottom of this unit's probably flooded with oil. Fucking joke. Alright, so that's back in. I wiped that the best I could. Look at all the carbon on this thing. What size nozzles it take? 65 to 100 nozzle is what it takes. You can tell it's a good size. See how small that plate is? Hasn't been cleaned in a while. I hope this furnace is not all choked up. Seeing that jet tube was loose, I'll probably put a new one on there. Seeing if that was an issue. See how it might have cracked or something? We'll put a new one on there. That's what they call a jet tube. Alright, so we got a new jet tube. We'll make sure we tighten it up good when we'll make sure we tighten that up good. Seeing it was leaking. The lady did say she had somebody come over here and do the burner service on it, but I don't see no tag, so I don't know. Kind of wondering. Kind of carboned up. Start it up. We'll check the draft over the fire, see if hopefully it's not all choked. Not good when the furnace is choked. Always to get this plate shiny so it reflects the fire and helps the ohms. Said something about the thing would run all the time. The fan would never shut off. Have to check that too. Looks like the flipping airband's closed all the way. I'll check the head, see if the head's burnt. If there's any carbon on it, I'll knock it off. Look at the reset stripped. See the reset stripped up there too? Somebody's been in here playing around with this shit. You're gonna save a couple of bucks, have your friend do it, and end up having all kinds of issues. Maybe the transformer's no good, I don't know. I mean, the thing did get soaked. You never know, this guy might have hit the reset 50 times, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see if it fires. Reset's tripped. It's a furnace, so the TT back there, we jump that out. When we turn the power on, it should run. There's a thermostat right downstairs here. I'll just turn that up. Heat. It's set at 68 manual. 16, so I'll be fine. So it should come on when we turn the did say the fan ran all the time. The fan limit switch is... That's not even calling. There was a delay on that thing, maybe. There's a first floor thermostat that might be first floor thermostat's probably calling too. There's two thermostats here. Down in the basement, so I'm trying to basement. I don't think it should be running, to be honest with you. Who knows what they did? Get a good draft there. I mean, too much. Yeah, so this one's calling here. Heat, 70. Alright, so they're both, there's the first floor one. So that's off, and we'll see how long it takes to shut off. Said the fan would run all the time. That's the fan cycle switch for the burner, so that's off. But there should be a delay on the fan, and then the fan should shut off. Seeing in zone dampers, there's probably a delay. Alright, she should shut down. We'll turn the zone back up and we'll check the CO upstairs in the vents, see if there's any CO in the vents. Heat, we'll turn this up. 70. Burner kicked on nice. Did readjust the air band, give it a little bit more air. I did reset the high limit. We'll turn this up to 70. That's at 70, so that should click in. I just want to make sure there's no carbon monoxide in the house. Make sure there's no CO coming in the house, right? You might get a little bit, because don't forget that there was oil in the bottom of that thing. Don't forget there's all oil in the bottom of that. You'll never get it all out. Two parts per million, that's fine. an old one. You can see the relay there. That's an old one. That's running right around 150 there. That's fine. Basement and the first floor zone running. That's a big power vent. That's a 5. Yeah, SW5. I mean, that thing's overkill. What a shit show. Jet tube's not leaking anymore. Yeah, I just want to check the oil flow before I go. We'll just check the oil flow before I go. Check this and see what we got for oil flow. If we get an oil flow, good oil flow, we know the filters are good, right? Air in the pump too. Got a good oil flow there. See that oil flow? We got a good oil flow there. I didn't jump out the relay, so let that cool and it should fire right up. You gotta let this cool for a minute before you could reset it. There was a little air in there, but we got a good oil flow, so we know our filters are good. Overhead oil line there. That switch is still okay. It's this, see this little on-off switch right here? This manual? That's what that's for. Watch. It's a manual switch for the fan to run. That's what that extra port is for. So that's what the problem was. Complaining about it running all the time. I'm gonna mark on here. Alright guys, so we got that switch off there. Turn the burner off. You can see there's a low pin at like 110 and then one at 150. So the thing should heat up to 150, then the fan should kick on and the fan will shut off at 200, which is high limit. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then once the heat's done, it'll cool down to the low setting, which is 110 before it shuts off. It should kick in pretty soon there. Could actually lower that down a little bit. It's a little bit high. I did lower it down a little bit to like 130 maybe. Fan's kicked in now. I dropped the low one down to 100 and I dropped the other one down to maybe 130 or something. Maybe the fan wasn't kicking in soon enough, so they turned that switch on. Alright, she shut off at 100. And if you turn the switch on, the fan will come on. Alright, it's done. What a pain in the ass. They're not all easy. New jet tube. New nozzle. Good draft over fire. Good oil flow. Manual switch turned off. Replace fan relay. I'll leave his parts there. It'll be good to go.